hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Entertained. So today I'm coming to y'all with another video. Woo! It's time. Okay, I came here for love. I came here for the clout. I came here for the followers. I came here for the sponsorships. I came here for the followers. I'm gonna get the fame. Okay, y'all know the part where she goes, I'm gonna reach out. That's the remix. I'm gonna get the fame. Anyways, y'all, we do Love Island. This is episode 1, season 8. Y'all know this is one of my new obsessions that y'all put me onto last year. So the episode, of course, starts off with like introducing the cast members. Of course, they all start off with the girls. I love the fact that they started with the When Love Take Over, yeah. That's my song, by the way. Like, when I hear that song, it brings back so many memories. It's not even funny. So shout out to Kelly Rowland. We first start off with Anaya. Something about her give me cuckoo bird. I don't know why. Something about her gives me cuckoo bird. It gives me cuckoo bird. I feel like she finna like do some crazy ass over a man. I feel like she's going to like look kind of like wackadoodle, like a la Amaya. I thought Melanie was the one that was gonna give us Amaya tease. I'm banking on Anya. Anya giving me Amaya tease down. Okay, she's a marketing director assistant for her mom, and she's 23, and she says she's been single, she said, for about 6 months. That's very soon after to go on Love Island. You get what I'm saying? That in itself was like red flag. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the introductions, it just gave red flag. And that to me was a red flag. Now her body, y'all, is tea. Okay, her body is like epic. I tried to look who was her father that was in the NBA. It was either NBA or NFL, but I could not find it. So please let me know who her daddy is, because I'm interested to know, and I'm nosy. So next we have Kenzie. By the way, Love Island, y'all playing I Wanna Dance with Somebody during Kenzie's intro, I find to be culturally inappropriate. I feel like, you get what I'm saying? It's slightly offensive. And for that, y'all should remove Kenzie from the villa. I'm playing. But no, for real, like, I'm like, why y'all chose Whitney Houston song for Kenzie though? Like, I don't know. Like that was a peculiar decision for the editors to make. No shade. You know what I'm saying? Y'all couldn't have played Laura. What was her name? Laura. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could have played Becky G. Y'all couldn't have played, you feel me, a little bit of Britney. You know what I'm saying? But y'all played Whitney. When they dropped the cast, I kept thinking, who does this lady remind me of? She reminds me of somebody hard. And I figured out who she reminds me of, y'all. She reminds me of Kimmy Gibbler, aka her. She gives me Kimmy Gibbler down, okay? From the eyes, the personality, all that. Like, you can't tell me this not Kimmy Gibbler. I said, Kimmy, what you over there doing on Love Island? Shouldn't you be married with some kids somewhere? She is extremely flexible. She says she loves to express herself. Y'all disappear. She loves to express herself through like working out. She says when you spread your ligaments, it makes you feel better. She got into a full split, so we know she's very flexible in the bedroom. She seems like the type of girl, like she kind of knows what she wants, much like Melanie, who's the next girl, whatever. She said she was in a relationship and she almost lost herself. Kenzie and Anaya both find out the fact that they're both from Georgia. And they're like, oh my God, you're from Georgia too? I'm a Georgia peach. We're peaches. Ah! First of all, peaches are of color. Excuse you, but no. That was that was cute that they realized they were both from the same state or whatever. And they were like freaking out over it. Next we have Melanie. All right. I thought this was gonna be this year's Amaya Papaya. Now, one thing I love that she said was she said she don't like when girls say I'm a girl's girl, that's a red flag. I said, thank you. Thank you. That's a big red flag. I thought I was the only one that thought that. When somebody's like, I'm a girl's girl, they're usually a bully. They're usually a mean girl. Red flag on the play, red flag on the play. So I'm very glad she said that, because she was like, if a girl's a girl's girl, they just gonna be a girl's girl. They don't gotta say it. You know what I'm saying? They don't gotta like, I'm a girl's girl. They don't have to express it all the time. So I'm glad that she said that like right away, because I was thinking that for like the longest. Okay. She seems that she really knows what she wants. Like, that's somebody who is like, you can tell she's extremely confident in herself. Apparently, Iris referred her to the producers, and she designed like a bikini for Iris. So just a little backstory on her, right? Next, we have Beatrice, okay, or Beatriz. That's how she wants it pronounced. Beatriz. Just like Adraina, we have to pronounce it Adraina. All right, Beatriz. You have to say it like that, y'all. She says that she likes a mouth mullet. No, I don't have a mouth mullet. A mouth mullet, it has the sides. I don't like a mouth mullet. I cut the sides, because to me it makes you look older. No shade, like it makes you look real old in the face, depending on what you look like. So I'm not a fan of the mouth mullet. All right. She says she's an Olympian. God damn it, she's very straightforward, to the point where she says that she likes to ask a dude for a date first. Like, she like, hey, what's up? Like, Wednesday, like, you feel me? Like, we finna go out Wednesday night, me and you, 8 p.m. You know what's crazy about that? And I don't know if this is a straight guy thing, because I had a trainer earlier this year, and he told me that he don't like that. He said he don't like when women approach him. He feels like that's too masculine. He was like, he likes to be the one to ask a girl and to approach a girl. He says when a girl approaches him, it's a big turnoff. So I said, Beatrice, not every guy likes that, Buka, but maybe that's why you single. You know what I'm saying? You need to take a more of like, a damsel in distress approach or something like that. Because she do give the type that'll like, she'll smack the nigga ass as they walking by. She like, what's up? You're so cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could really see her doing that. So maybe she needs to change her approach, and then she'll be able to find somebody. You know what I'm saying? Now, she was born with a birth defect in regards to her leg. She has a disability with her leg. And that's something that she highlighted. But she's a two-time Olympian, you guys, and won medals. So she did not let that stop her. And she's extremely fit. I'm talking about like her body was like cut. Next, we have Trinity. Trinity is up next. And I love that they casted somebody regular. She worked at a hardware shop. She probably worked at Home Depot or what's that thing? Tier Hardware. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I'm just glad they didn't cast a lot of influencers. She said she's extremely freaky, but only freaky to the ones that she, deal with. And I'm like, sure, Jan. You know what I'm saying? The girls love to say that the whole time. They're a little bit whores, but she's gorgeous, okay? Them photos did not do them justice. Trinity is so pretty. It's not even funny. Now, she did quit her job. And I'm like, okay, you quit your job, not that bad. Because we had a whole police officer on this cast quit his job. Well, go on, leave whatever he did. And they mad as hell at him saying they short staff. They're going to find another cashier soon, Bookie. So, you know what I'm saying? After this show, you're not even going to need a 9 to 5 no more. So you quit that job. That's an investment. Next, here comes Ariana. Our host Ariana. Okay, Ariana comes out with her one titty. It's just hanging down low, and then out to the floor. Do that man then down to the bottom slow. Do the damn high low, and then down to the floor. Do that hang down low. Okay, so she come out with her one titty, and she starts talking to the girls or whatever. She asked Trinity about quitting. Trinity's like, yeah, I have to take the risk or whatever. And she makes Beatrice open up about her leg. I thought that, what if, what would have been so awkward when she was just like, no, I don't want nobody to know about my leg. No, that's not my, that's not my story. Like, because Ariana kind of brought it up before she did. So I'm like, oh, I hope they discussed that before then. So that was basically the girls so far. As we all know, Vasana was supposed to be another one, but she got cut. Oh, yeah. So next, you guys, it is time to introduce the guys. All right. And first, we have up KC and Sean. All right. So they both come out or whatever. Sean has this like black and white type suit. And then we have KC who has this pink. Oh, no, I'm tripping. cut that out. So next up, we have the guys, right? We have Bryce, and then we also have Sincere. Sincere is a look R. Okay, now he's a track trainer, and he is very athletic, loves to go to the gym. He even mentioned that too when he was like around the girls or whatever. And next we have Bryce. He looks like Spencer off of Criminal Minds. Najee. Something about him just not hitting to me. Like it gives like oil and water. I will say that Austin was a lot more attractive. I don't know. But y'all said y'all wanted regular people. They don't pick some regular folks. So I don't want to hear nobody on social media. Oh my God, you can't see all these influencers. Nah, baby, they gave y'all some regular folk. He even talked about how he's a model and he's model for Calvin Klein. And he said, y'all, sometimes he be having trouble hitting rent. I said, that's one of the most realest things I've heard on television. I said, oh my God. He really said that. Like, it's the truth though. Like, for people that work in the creative space, y'all know exactly what he's talking about when it comes to like modeling and or pursuing maybe like the music industry and stuff like that. Like, because I have a lot of friends that do it full time, and baby, it is not easy, especially if you don't have other sources of income. So he says that he does like handyman work to be able, to keep up and pay the bills and stuff. Next, we have Zach. He comes out and he automatically introduces the fact that he's Charlie's brother. I don't know why. Like, I'm kind of like, I'm not really here for that. Like, because last season was such like a big thing. Can we like y'all should have never casted Zach? It's no shade, and the reason why is because it's like Zach to me still has that little season 7 stench on him, and I already kind of have a prejudice against him because he's Charlie's brother. Not that Charlie's a bad person, but it's like out of all the millions of people that applied, y'all went for his brother. Now they asked Zach, they're like, "Oh, Ariana's like, are you like a heartbreaker, or are you the one that usually gets heartbroken?" He's like, "Well, I don't really get heartbroken or whatever, so it is what it is." She's like, "Oh, that's what the heartbreakers usually say." So the girls already kind of side eyeing him, like Ariana low-key trying to like set him up already to look kind of like a dickhead, just a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Next, we have Casey and Sean. Now, Sean is wearing like this black and white suit, and Casey is wearing this pink salmon suit with it looked like a Versace symbol. It's like a pink medallion Versace symbol on his suit. Okay, so they both come in. The girls are like, oh, because they seeing Sean, they seeing Casey or whatever. Sean immediately says he's a cop. I ain't gonna lie, you could tell some of the girls weren't feeling it. One, for instance, was Anya. I don't know if she had bad dealings with cops or some of us black folk when it comes to the feds, when it comes to 911, we sometimes as people are not too much here for them. So you could kind of see her like, that sour smile. It was one of those. Anya hit her with one of those. Like, she hit her with one of those, like the, you're a cop. Yeah. So in his package, he reveals how, he's one of the finest cops out there. Well, not anymore, because your people mad at you. Your boss is very angry, going to press talking about you like a dog. I couldn't believe it. I said, this is so unprofessional. Like, niggas can't quit jobs no more or take a leave to pursue their dreams without them getting bashed online. Like, goddamn, like they're supposed to be a slave for the rest of their life. Anyways, so he says that at one point he was really into heavily dating, and y'all, he ended up getting a girl pregnant. Okay, instead of mommy, mamacita, we have papacita this season. Okay, instead of mommy, mamacita, we have papacita. Right? He says it was not planned, but that's the greatest thing that ever happened to him. I'm glad that he was honest about it. Because you feel me? Last season, I feel like there was some people that came on here with a little bit of cap. This season, I feel like the cast is a lot more real. Because he could have easily been like, like, I decided that I wanted to become a father. Nah, that nigga said I slipped up. I ain't used a condom. I nutted in a raw, and now I got a son. But I love him now. You get what I'm saying? It's like, at least you're honest. I respect that about him. Like, he's honest about how the baby came about. He ain't cap about it. Now it's time, you guys, for a game, okay? Before then, KC introduces himself, and he's in the nursing industry and he wants to level up. Y'all, I already have a prejudice against nurses because they're whores, especially if they're travel nurses. They're the biggest whores of them all. They're sluts, if we're to be honest. It's just the truth, okay? So it's just like the moment he said that, I was like, and Love Island, why y'all setting up these men? Why I had KC bounce in that intro? Bounce, bounce, boom, boom, bounce, boom, boom. Like y'all saw that? He was like, I said, man, like, y'all, they're already calling him all types of punks online. Like, y'all had to put that in there. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, they so shady over there at Love Island. The editing is very, very shady. So it's time for a game. It's time for them to make out. Y'all know what time it is. And this game, they have 3 doors, and basically each of the doors or whatever have 3 answers. So the first question is, what's your favorite position? They have doggy, missionary, and cowgirl. As somebody who's a dom top, you already know the answer is doggy. And they have the girls go to the door that they pick as the answer, and the boys do the same, right? So they open the doors or whatever, and they start to get to kissing. Here's some of the notes I gathered from this challenge. KC, you don't know how to kiss. It was a little embarrassing, I ain't gonna lie. KC kissed like a little boy, okay? Ariana says, Sean, why you like doggy style? Much like Beatrice, he likes it rough. Ooh, I like it rough. I like it rough. Shining on the need a man who likes it rough, likes it rough, likes it. I'm shiny and I know it. Don't nobody wanna blow it. Need a man who likes it rough, baby. I like it rough. What y'all know about that old Lady Gaga? She says that Beatrice says she likes it rough. She likes her body being pushed into the bed, her hair getting pulled, her neck being fondled with, her leg getting thrown over. She like the dude to take the leg and be like, woo! And like, you know, throw it over his shoulder. Like, she like it rough, right? And Sean says he likes it the same way. And he mentions that he likes to spit in the mouth. I said, oh. Now, I don't know about y'all, but you're not going to be spitting in my mouth if I don't know you like that. That is a little bit too much. You get what I'm saying? When he said that, I said, oh, we going graphic this season, I see. Like, that kind of gagged me a little bit when he said that. I said, wow, this nigga said he's spitting in the mouth. Okay? Now, the next question that they had is, are you dog, cat, or a plant person? KC tried to be different and unique, and he gonna pick the plant. There was nobody behind that door. And am I the only one not feeling Zach? I feel like the way he kissed Trinity was sort of like, girl, get off of me. I was like, I don't know. I just feel like he thinks he's like better than the program. Like, he don't want to be bothered. Like, he can't be bothered. I'm still trying to feel him out. I'm still trying to give this cast a chance, but that's just the first impressions I'm getting. Now, that Beatrice and Sean, y'all need to get a room. I thought he was going to start finger her right there. I could, like, they needed a room. Straight up. The way they was kissing, I said, Sean, to me, out of the guys, is the best kisser there, if we're going to be honest. That's how he got that baby. One thing I will say I love is the fact that we get to see the old cast members and their commercials. Like, shout out to Alondria with the Pop It, the energy commercial, the energy drink commercial. Like, she was really, really good. Like, that's one thing I like with Peacock. Like, they make sure to take care of their talent and give them like opportunities outside of just like being on the show. So now it's time to couple up, okay? And the first coupling up, Bryce, y'all know they stand behind the door. We all know how it works. And whoever is behind the door, so you're coupled up with, if you have nobody behind the door, you don't get a couple. The first coupling up was Bryce and Trinity. Child, they said on Twitter, Trinity, they knew Trinity would go for the white guy because her weave is thin. I'm going to say this, Trinity, you going to regret coming in with that hairstyle, babes. You are in Fiji heat. Girl, did you not learn from last season? Why you think Alondra and Shelly came braided down? Are you crazy? That is insane. Like, your hair is going to be fried in like a week, okay? Next couple up, we have Beatrice and Sean. That was obvious. And then KC, it's his time to open the door, and it's empty. I'm gonna say this. KC, you might just be in the wrong community of people. You get what I'm saying? It's June, babes. Okay, it's time to maybe broaden your horizons. Okay, I feel like they saw the bedazzle brooch and it turned them off. Like I feel like I don't know if they peeped something or like they didn't like it, but I'm just saying like there are other options out there, KC. And we're all waiting with open arms. There's shade. Oh, stop. Anyways, he was very disappointed and he was gagged because he thought it was gonna be a girl behind the door, like come to mama, and that just was not the case. Like none of the girls were behind that door. I felt really bad for him. It was low-key embarrassing because like you could tell he tried to laugh it off, but he was low-key like, damn, like none of y'all feeling me. Like, and y'all, even the show don't do him justice. Y'all gotta look at KC's social. That man is fine. Okay? Take a look, y'all, at this man. You feel me? Do you see this? Okay, you got the focus, nigga. Okay? Like, come on. He sent me those before he went to the villa. Anyways, next we have coupling up. We have Zach and then Kenzie couple up, and then we have Sincere. So Sincere has to choose between Melanie or Anya, and he ended up choosing Melanie. So Anya has to couple up with Casey by default. Those default coupling ups never work. Like they never end up staying together. That's why what happened at the end happened. So there's that. So y'all, it's time for them to have a nightcap and get to know each other, whatever. Anya is talking to Casey and she talks about how she's very family oriented, talks about her father being in the NBA and all of that. You could tell she's not really feeling the man like that. It was clear as day what happened at the end of the show was going to happen because just off of how she looked, she was sort of like, she gave him a face like, I'm not really liking you. Like it was like pretty obvious. Trinity and Bryce end up talking, and am I the only one that feels like Bryce does not reciprocate the energy that Trinity is giving at all? He's just not. Like he's not reciprocating that energy. Like it's just like the way that he's taught, like she talks, she's just like, oh, she's giving him compliments and stuff. And he's just not giving it back. And that's why what happened at the end of the episode, I'm not surprised at it at all. Okay? They even talk about like the age gap, that they have like between each other, which is about 7 years. And she kind of made it like a big thing. And he was like, no, that's like no problem or whatever. I think that kind of like turned him off. Like, I don't really think he was feeling the fact that like the age gap thing really bothered her. Like, you calling me old type ish. Like, he wasn't really feeling that too much. Okay. Then we end up seeing Zach talking to Kenzie. Let me tell you something. Zach thinks like he's the hottest thing since sliced bread. That nigga cannot be bothered. Am I the only one that peeped out? Like, he got like a little bit of a tude. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is why they should not cast any family members, siblings. I don't care who it is. No. Y'all got all these people applying. Y'all go for the man brother. Y'all could have cast anybody else. Because you know Charlie had a hard talk with him like, yo, bro, Zoc, listen to me. You saw what happened to me last season with Hannah. Hannah turned into a bitch, bro. She's a bitch, bro. Yeah, bro. Like, you go on there. If you're not feeling them, just tell them. You gotta act like you're the hardest thing ever. Like Nick, look at him. He's working with Kim Kardashian, bro. That's how you need to come in, like you're already fly, bro. So you come in with that attitude and you put your foot down every chance that you get, bro. You let them know, I don't like you. I don't want to couple up with you. And that's what you do, bro. I fell in love with Hannah and I love Hannah. I still love Hannah. I don't want you to do the same mistakes I made, bro. So listen to me, mate. You go in there and you stand your ground and you don't fall in love. Okay? You know he gave him a stern talking to. And that's probably why he acting the way that he is. So he basically telling he's telling Kenzie, he's like, oh, I never really dated anybody besides somebody with like dark features and stuff. I almost felt like Kenzie wanted to be like, so you date black girls? Like, was I the only one? Like, she was like, wait, dark features. Oh, dark features. Oh, okay. Dark features. Okay, bad. I'm like, what you trying to say? You thought he was trying to say he don't date no but black whore, but was I the only one? Anyway, I kind of peeped that or whatever. It kind of, you could tell, offended her a little bit and kind of rubbed her the wrong way. But you could tell she was still trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Now, Zach was not feeling her. You were not brunette and European. Y'all know that girl Nas from Baddies Gone Wild. I hate to bring Zeus in this because y'all know, we got to keep those two worlds separate. But that's his type. Foreign, Kim Kardashian lookalike. That's his type. Straight up. Okay? So now it's time for the next morning or whatever. They're sleeping together. Y'all know how it goes. At night, all the couples got to get into bed or whatever. A lot of them were not touchy-feely like that, except for a few of them that kind of cuddled up a little bit, but no freaky deaky happened. We didn't have Hood up in that villa, freaking and Farhad, the first night, you know what I'm saying? So they kept it kind of PG, right? So we see the next day, and Beatrice is kind of telling the girls like, oh, like, it kind of throws me off because Sean has a child, and when they talked the night before, she let him know like I'm an Olympian or whatever, and she found out that he has a kid or whatever. She said she has never dated somebody with a kid. As somebody who dated, yes, y'all, I dated somebody with a kid. Don't do it. And y'all, he was not even DL. Like, wrong road. Don't do it, y'all. It's a dub. So I feel you, Beatrice. I feel you. It's a bad decision. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's certain things that you shouldn't budge on. So you're not wrong for having your requirements of what you're not budging on. She don't date niggas with kids, and that's okay. Zach ends up talking to Bryce, and Zach is basically telling Bryce, he's like, yeah, like I had to tell her, bro, like, I don't really date balloons, and you're not really what I go for. Like you kind of look like, Brittany when she was kind of like spoiling, but I tried to be nice about it. But I had to tell her because when the boom shells come in, like I don't want to look like I do a 180, bro, like Charlie. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you could tell he knows the game. He knows the game, which I'm not mad at him doing that because it's better for him to be honest than not to be honest. And he looks like a dick. So I feel like he did the right thing. He did do the right thing, in my opinion. So it's decision-making time. It's time to couple up, all right? And each person has a green circle and a red circle. And somebody has to step up to the green circle if you want to stay in your couple, or the red circle if you don't want to stay in your couple. And y'all, it wouldn't be Love Island without a boomshell, okay? So we have two new boomshells entering in. First, of course, Gabriel, who is demoted to a bombshell. And next we have Kata, right? That is the newer bombshell, because Gabriel don't really call it as a bombshell because he was really announced as a cast, if we're going to be honest. So both of them come in, and after, the couples decide who and stuff they want to stay with. Now, what shocked me was Trinity. I thought Trinity was going to, like, stay on her circle, and she did not budge. You know what I'm saying? She went over to the red circle, which kind of gagged me because I'm like, wow, like I thought you was feeling Mr. Bryce, but I guess not. She was not feeling him, right? So she ended up going to that red circle. Another person who went to that red circle was Beatrice. Now that is another one that threw me for a loop because I'm like, although she wasn't really messing with him not having kids, I thought, and it sounded like she was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt just because, man, the way Gabriel is going to be a problem. He came in, he's like, my name Gabriel, I'm Brazilian, I get all of the ladies. It was like, man, when a nigga think he fine, like he know he fine, that nigga know he fine. Now, Kata, on the other hand, she's pretty, she's very flirty or whatever, but that Gabriel, that's gonna be the one. And he from Miami. Ain't nothing worse than a cocky Miami nigga. Oh my God. And he's Spanish. Oh, y'all, some of y'all niggas better pack your bags. Okay, Parrot. He ends up taking Beatrice. He takes Trinity. They wall on over. Okay, and what was crazy was when Gabriel was kissing Beatrice, and you just see Sean standing there. I felt so bad because all you hear, you just hear the smacking. You hear the smacking of the kisses, and Sean is just sitting there, standing there, having to listen to the smacking of the kisses. That one to me was so cringe. Another person I felt bad for was Kenzie. Kenzie, why would your dumb ass not make the decision of going for Red? That was very dumb to me. Next episode, we see her crying, talking about she always go for cheaters. Listen, y'all was not in no relationship yet, so don't count this as he cheated, okay? He explored. You got to use the new terminology now with Love Island. You can't say cheated. He explored, okay? He had a chat, right? This episode is really good. I love the fact that this cast is a lot more regular than the influencer type people that we've gotten in the past few seasons. I love the fact that they put that in there. Okay, y'all, we will be having a live after show Wednesday night, and we will be taking call-ins. So we talk episode 1 and 2. So make sure to come back Wednesday night. I'm gonna try to go live tonight as y'all see this video. I'm gonna drop it late tonight, y'all. So try to stay up because I think I'm gonna go live. Okay, let me know what y'all think. We have babies.